everybody. Happy Thursday. Everybody's doing great. I know we have not been on for a little bit over the summer. We've been working really hard on getting the new office ready. It looks like we should be moving in September. Just finishing some final touches and stuff. A lot of work happened during the summer. A lot of great stuff. Lots of people getting their green cards and definitely a lot of citizenships. A lot of happy clients. The reason I wanted to talk to you today is because today was the day that the final rule on DACA has come out, and I wanted to explain it to you. It is not exactly earth-shattering news, but it should help things along the way. As you know, right now, DACA renewals for kids who came under the age of 16 before 2007 to United States and meet other requirements. The renewals are being processed by USCIS with no issues. More importantly, the DACA kids who have not left the United States since they came across the border are now getting travel documents and are able to actually travel for a limited amount of time back home if they have family to visit, close relatives and what have you. We have had quite a few of those cases, and the travel documents are getting approved. They are getting approved for a very limited amount of time, usually giving the DACA recipients about 2-3 months, during which time they have to travel, as well as the need that we have to provide exact specific details as to where they're going, why they're going, who they're going to be visiting. Okay, so the renewals have not stopped, they keep going. The major thing right now, of course, is the hold on USCIS being able to accept new DACA applications. So because there's a lawsuit and the judge in Texas essentially said that DACA is basically not valid because of a procedural issue, right? There is a certain way that a new benefit can be created by USCIS, and DACA is a benefit to people who are eligible. It's called an immigration benefit. So the judge basically said that the procedures were not followed, and therefore DACA is not technically enforceable and or legal, if you want to put it in the simplest terms. So starting September of last year, USCIS actually decided to go through the quote unquote proper channels. They drafted a rule. They opened it up to public comment, right, which is the procedure that they are supposed to follow. It was open for a prescribed amount of time. They received tens of thousands of comments. Overwhelming majority of Americans support DACA kids and their path to legalization. So that today, USCIS has actually published what's called a final rule. Final rule means that they have gone through all the proper procedures. They adhered to all the deadlines, all specifications. They gave public the ability to comment. And basically, they're saying that kind of cures whatever the deficiency the judge in Texas said. The Biden administration did it in order to limit the challenges to DACA. They want DACA to stay, and of course, later on to turn into a more permanent solution for the DACA kids. But what has happened today is made it more lawsuit proof, right? It is designed to have the DACA withstand the challenges that are usually coming from the Republican side, to limit how they can attack DACA and challenge it in courts. There is no earth-shattering news. There's no global legalization for all the DACA kids, but we are expecting that shortly. We're hoping that all of the new applications that have been submitted to USCIS and are being held by USCIS, they will actually start to be able to issue those new DACA approvals, right? Because what is happening right now is the following. We are able to submit the original DACA, initial DACA application. We're not talking about renewals for people who already had it. We're talking about people who've never had DACA before. We are able to submit those applications. USCIS acknowledges that they have received the application. They issue the receipt notice, but they can't actually approve and issue any work authorization cards until this lawsuit out of Texas is resolved. So now, a year into this, we're hoping that with the new final rule and everything else that's going on, that hopefully there's going to be a fast resolution and we're able to see first the issuance of the new DACA approvals, and two, hopefully a path to legalization for DACA kids. So this is what the news today mean. They're good news, definitely in a positive direction, but they're not, like I said, earth shattering. The second thing that I really wanted to talk to you about, cases based on abuse. They're known as VAWA, Violence Against Women's Act. We have quite a few cases like that. As you know, men and women both equally can apply for that. It's called Violence Against Women Act, but it is across the border. Just because you're a man, if you've been abused, you're still eligible for that. But I'm not going to dwell on the entire scheme of who's eligible. I have videos on that as well. And if you're interested, let me know. I can make some more videos on actually going through the process and stuff. But what happens with VAWA is when you submit the documents, after some time, the clients get what's called a prima facie letter, right? What is a prima facie? It doesn't mean your case is approved. No. What it means is the case was received, it was looked over, and on the face of it, it looks like the case is the person is eligible for the benefit they're seeking, right? The USCIS needs more time to actually go over all the fine-tuned details and assess eligibility and stuff. So when you get prima facie letter, why is it useful? Unlike other applicants in United States, people who are applying for VAWA are eligible for certain public benefits. Public charge rule that excludes people who are not green card holders and residents and certain other visas from obtaining public benefits does not apply to VAWA applicants. So when you get the prima facie rule, it opens you up to the ability to apply for certain public benefits. It is designed, you're actually applying as an abused spouse. The presumption is that you probably left your abuser, you may be struggling financially, there may be children involved. So you're eligible to apply for public housing, for medical insurance, for certain food benefits and stuff like that. There's a list of all the benefits you're eligible for. Although prima facie does not allow you to apply for work authorization, it is not. You cannot submit a work authorization. It will not be granted with just the prima facie finding. You are able to seek other benefits that can help you during the time that you're waiting, because VAWAs are notoriously long processes. Right now, the government is processing cases from around 2019. So the cases take about 3 years on average to go through the entire process. A lot of the times when we get the prima facie, our clients want us to explain what does that mean. And I know that question comes up a lot in consultation. When I have this prima facie, doesn't mean I'm approved, doesn't mean I can travel. No, it does not. It doesn't mean you're approved, it doesn't mean you can travel, it doesn't mean you can have work authorization. That just means that your case passed initial review. And because it passed initial review, you're now eligible to seek some public benefits in order to allow you to a smoother time while you're waiting for the resolution of the case. Okay, so that is what that means. Thank you for listening. I hope everybody has a great weekend. If anything comes up over the weekend, we will post everything on social media. And if there's anything interesting, I will definitely post a new video next Thursday. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.